And welcome back to the Spoiler Keys, guys. It's Halloween. It is October. I got here with Brandman. We got Tank here. You got me, the Grizzly. We're going to start reviewing some great movies.
Oh yeah.
And the number one, first thing on my list, I have a list right here. It is Nightmare on Elm Street, guys. Nightmare on Elm Street. This one review we're going to do a little different. We're going to read the synopsis. We're going to talk about how it affected us in our lives and how we rate it around all Halloween movies. So this is how we're going to do it. Brandon, you got the synopsis of the movie first?
Definitely, I got this, guys. All right. Synopsis for Nightmare on Elm Street. Teenager Nancy Thompson must uncover the dark truth concealed by her parents after she and her friends become targets of the spirit of a serial killer with a bladed glove in their dreams, in which if they die, it kills them in real life.
Yeah, I mean that's the best part of like a good horror film. You don't need to get too crazy and just let like your imagination run with it, and that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It's so funny because, I just finished watching the series The Sandman on Netflix. You can't even do a series like that without having this whole Nightmare on Elm Street. Freddy in the dream world changed the game.
Yeah.
I mean, this movie literally, for me, I didn't sleep for like weeks because of this. He is the reason. Freddy Krueger is synonymous with horror movies and Halloween. I mean, how many people dress up as him? I might dress up as him right now. I don't know. I'm gonna get the red sweater, the pizza face, and the glove. That's all you really need. It's so cool.
Speaking of which, it's funny you mentioned pizza because when I stumbled across the first couple Nightmare on Elm Streets as a kid, or got a good look at what he looks like, there was a brief period where I could not eat pizza. No, but this was a game changer. This was a game changer for its time. We were used to traditional slashers, like Leatherface,
Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah.
Well, a lot like birds. I remember like the birds were like the scary thing before this. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
And the one place that in our minds that we were all safe was asleep or in our dreams.
Mm-hmm.
And then Freddy came along.
See you in your nightmare. That just changed everything. It scares everyone. There's nowhere to be safe.
Yeah.
I mean, so many good things came out of this. I was like, so the 1-2 Freddy's coming for you thing. I mean, like how like that freaks so many people out. The bedroom
death.
Yes. Well, I guess a few of them because there was Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, like this movie gave us Johnny Depp, I guess, for better or worse, whether you like it or not. But Johnny Depp was from this one. But man, that bedroom scene with the walls like stretching out from that. I mean, it's so like I think people look at it now. You're like, oh, they sell shit like at Target that does that. But it was like, but this did it, and it did it so well done. And I don't know if it's the first time, but I remember seeing that for the first time as a kid, and I'm like, nope, I'm not walking by a dark wall. Like my bed needs to be in the middle of the room. Like,
you couldn't sleep. Literally, there was nowhere to go. There's nowhere to turn. Freddy was probably the scariest of all of them, though he wasn't physically, scary. Like he wasn't going to dominate you like Jason or Michael Myers, but he could get you in your dreams. When you control your dreams, he's controlling you.
Yeah,
that is effed up.
It wasn't his physical presence; it was what he could do.
Exactly.
Hell, in the scene of him walking down the alleyway and his arms are stretching out.
Yes.
She rips his face off when he has her cornered. And he's still laughing just as a skull. Or as a skeleton face.
Mm-hmm.
So many iconic moments in that first one. The tongue coming out of the phone.
Oh my God, yeah.
The bedroom death when he pulls Johnny Depp into the bed. Just so much that came out of it. Even if this didn't become a franchise, the first one would have been enough.
I'm going to say this is literally on my list of scary movies. This is always my number one. I feel like when I think of Halloween, this is always my number one. I know there are a lot of great movies that are out, but Nightmare on Elm Street, even more than Friday the 13th for me,
Oh yeah,
is like the one. Freddy Krueger is the guy. Freddy's dead. I mean, they just kept on coming. So this is the one that started the franchise, and this, for me, my childhood was ruined by this man. So I always have it right at top of me from my list.
Yeah. All-time classic, total game changer. You know, it's probably Wes Craven's Ninth Symphony. Let's
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's almost 40 years later, and people, like, if you wear a black and red striped shirt, you know, people still do it. I mean, it's something that people will always dress up as, you know, like, you know, you have the weapon, which was super crazy, and just a claw hand, you know, with the hat, you know, and just a messed up face, you know, so you just throw crappy makeup on and, you know, get the hand from Target and a shirt. Like, dude, you could be Freddy Krueger for Halloween for like no money, you know, and everyone knows, you know, like, oh, he's Freddy, you know. So yeah, it's such a great, like Brian said, it's definitely up there as my number one. Robert Englund was the perfect person to play Freddy. His eyes, his voice, the weird smiles he would do.
This role is very, very much his.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. 100%.
You know, Jackie Earle Haley did his best. And I thought he did good enough. The problem was not him. The problem was the movie that was built around him in that remake.
I think you cannot. Some things you just can't remake. Some things are just one guy, and you know, Darth Vader is one guy. You know, you're not going to find someone else to do it. There's only one guy who can really do it and do it justice, and that's why we have this. And it's so good. It's no point to even rate it. You know, Spoiler Kings, we do all this rating. We don't even have to rate it. You know it's a now. You know it's a classic. It's always on there. This is it. I want to start it off with a bang. Nightmare on Elm Street. This is great. I have nothing else to say. I want to hear you guys' comments. I want to know what you guys think about it. Is this your number one on your list? Where do you have other things listed? Hit us in the comments. Let us know.
Definitely.
This is all we got right now, but it's just the start. We got a lot more coming.
Definitely a lot more coming. Stay tuned.